Hello and welcome. It's The Chat, and I am Manny. My guest on the program this week is best remembered as the best governor ever produced in Nigeria. He is the first journalist to become a governor in Nigeria. Alhaji Lateef Kayode Jakande, an octogenarian born on the 23rd of July 1929, was a journalist who later became the governor of Lagos State. Lateef, popularly known as LKJ, was born in Lagos State to parents from Kwara State. He attended the Lagos Public School at Enowa, Lagos Island, also Barnham Memorial Methodist School, Port Harcourt, from 1934 to 1943. He studied briefly at King's College, Lagos in 1943 and then enrolled at Ilesha Grammar School in 1945, where he edited a literary paper called The Quarterly Mirror. Despite a lack of university education at the time, Jakande excelled in journalism. In 1949, Jakande began a career in journalism, first with the Daily Service, and then in 1953 he joined the Nigerian Tribune. In 1956, he was appointed editor-in-chief of the Tribune by the owner, Chief Obafemi Awolowo. Jakande was also a consultant at the Nairobi School of Journalism from 1974 to 1978. After leaving the Tribune in 1975, Jakande established John West Publications and began to publish the Lagos News. He served as the first president of the Newspaper Proprietors Association of Nigeria, NPAN. His political journey started when he was encouraged by Chief Obafemi Awolowo. He then ran for the office of the Executive Governor of Lagos State in 1979 on the Unity Party of Nigeria platform. Jakande won and became the first civilian governor of Lagos State and served from 1979 to 1983. In his time as governor, he introduced housing and educational programs targeting the poor, building new neighborhood primary and secondary schools, and providing free primary and secondary education. He established the Lagos State University. As a governor, he established 23 local government councils, which were later disbanded by the military, and his tenure as governor ended when the military seized power in 1983. For his accomplishments in Lagos State, he was then appointed Minister of Works under the Sani Abacha military regime, which earned him some criticism. He has since continued to make meaningful contribution to the Nigerian political space. He is married to Alhaja Abimbola Jakande and is the father of 8 children. Alhaji Lateef Jakande, I am so excited meeting you. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling well, and I thank God for everything.
I can't remember the last time I saw a smile on your face. Well, that's good, at least for a change. I am thinking, how do you feel these days that you're out of politics?
Well, I am not out of politics completely.
Okay.
I am very interested in politics.
Yes. What is interesting to you about what is going on?
Well, everything.
What do you mean everything?
Politics.
Just be specific.
Politics is about.
What exactly about politics?
Politics is about governing the country.
Yes.
And seeking the best for the people of Nigeria.
Do you talk to some young politicians?
No. Well, you don't. I don't get myself as an almighty.
No, of course not.
I am not in active politics now. I am a private citizen, and whatever I can do at any time to serve Nigeria in my own way.
What do you recommend for a good traffic system in Lagos? I mean, you tried Metro Line, it did not work. So what would you recommend now as the situation is?
Well, I have not given it much study, and I can only say that the government of the day is trying to work out a successful and happy situation. It is not as yet as good as it was. Whatever I can do, I will do.
There's not a lot you can do now, Alhaji Jakande. You know, at your age, you can only advise. So what advice are you going to give to this governor?
I don't consider that it is my duty to try to impose ideas on the governorship of the day. Of course, you know that you can recall how many governors have taken office since my time. But, well, I do not compare myself with the governors after me. I did my very best, and I'm hoping and praying that my successors in every age will do their very, very best to serve Lagos State.
Alhaji Jakande, why do you live in such a simple home?
Because I am happy doing so. Happy doing so. And I thank God. I thank God. I thank God.
What do you think you're best remembered for as governor of Lagos State?
I think that people tell me that they enjoy my service as governor of Lagos State.
In what area?
Well, I think everyone has his own assessment. But the important thing is that there is an apparent acceptance that I was a governor that served the people of Lagos State.
Do you sometimes...
You know that he came after Fashola.
Fashola, that's correct.
And the other former governors.
What about President Buhari? What do you think about him?
I think President Buhari is doing his best to serve Nigeria as a whole. You know, my idea about our present states and governors is that they are working hard, but they have not, in my view, attained the height that their predecessors reached. I think that they should do their best to carry on at a higher level the service we rendered. Now, in my own view, being a governor is a call to service.
Do you sometimes telephone President Shagari and other politicians of your time? Do you have conversations with them on telephone?
Now,
Yes.
unfortunately, I do not have much time.
What do you do with your time?
Much time to phone around.
You think calling them is fooling around?
I must confess to you that I am not in contact with them now.
Why?
Because there is nothing in which we are involved.
Alhaji Jakande, are you happy with the present political system in the country, especially the legislative arm of government? Yes. Do you think we should have the House of Representatives and the Senate, or you think we should have one legislative house?
No. I think the setup is okay.
But it's costing the country a lot of money, especially with allowances paid to senators and House of Representative members.
No. I don't think it is too expensive.
It's not too expensive.
No.
So what is the
problem?
problem?
I think that what the government will have, the system of executive, legislature cannot be excelled. And at the level, from the local government level, you have the state level. From the state level, you have the national level. At the national level, you have a federal system of government.
But it's not working, is it?
Nigeria...
Is it working the way you like it to work?
Nigeria is a great country. And God has blessed this country. It has blessed this country. And I am praying that that blessing should continue. There are many African countries are like Nigeria. I do not think there is any other country that can claim to be in any way better than Nigeria.
Why were you accused of taking office under the then military head of state, late Sani Abacha?
Many of those who did not who accuse me have, in one way or the other, withdrawn their accusation. But my view is that we must put the service of our state before anything else. We must recognize that the service of the people comes first.
So you were interested more in serving than the politics of joining Abacha in government?
Oh yes. I think, I'm sure that those who opposed the idea must have changed their mind. Abacha did his best for the country and for the state. And I think that I was right to work with him. If you look back, you will agree that he rendered service to his own ability.
Did you advise your son to go into politics?
My son?
Yes.
Well, one or two of them is trying to get into the House of Representatives. And I believe that he will succeed.
Why?
Because he's a hard worker. Apart from...
Not because he's Jakande. Not because his name is Jakande.
That is partly part of the cause. He has to benefit, whether he likes it or not. What is good is that he is trying to follow what we were able to achieve during my time as governor. And I believe that he will make a success of it.
Alaji, have you ever, gone on holidays outside this country?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember.
But if I were to take you on a holiday or ask you to go on a holiday for 10 days, where would you like to go?
Well, I'd like to go to United Kingdom.
United Kingdom, yeah. Okay, why?
I would like to go to USA.
Why do you choose those two places, United Kingdom and USA?
Now, there are many leaders and Nigerians who have been to London, England. In fact, in a sense, Britain and USA are the homes of Nigerians.
How many children do you have?
8.
You have 8 children. How many wives? How many wives?
One wife.
You've always had one wife. Why? You're an Alhaji. You should have 4. Is she so nice and loving to you that you don't want anybody else?
No, well, it depends on your choice.
I think you made a good choice.
And
Did you not?
I was fortunate to have my wife, because there was connection, and God in His mercy has blessed us, and I can never forget.
Why do you like her so much?
Because it's lovable.
Oh, lovable.
Lovable.
Adorable too.
And he likes me too.
Are you romantic?
Romantic?
Yeah.
There is time when you romance. It's not daily. I am a romantic person when the time comes.
Oh, when the time comes. Okay. What do you think, you want to see in Nigeria in the next 5 years?
To Nigeria?
Yeah.
I want to see Nigeria grow.
Do you want the military back?
Military?
Yeah.
How can I? Military have no business in government. It is their job is to fight in the military, but to govern was and is not. Yeah.
Well, you worked under a military president, and you claimed he was very good.
Yes, that was exceptions. Those I worked with did well. And I am happy that I worked with him. And Abacha. No, let me say that I am full of gratitude to God Almighty that He has seen me through all odds. He has been with me and has given me the opportunity of service. I can never forget what God has done for me.
Thank you, Alhaji Lateef Jakande.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Wonderful time, and it's a real pleasure meeting you. I wish you increased life in the days and years ahead. Thank you for watching the chats. I've been with Alhaji Lateef Jakande, former governor of Lagos State. My name is Manny, and I'll see you next time.